Okay, so I'm going to be going through each line item of the product presentation portion of the final role play. So the first thing I'm going to do is develop credibility in Reynolds and Reynolds. So I could say something like Reynolds and Reynolds has helped so many other dealerships that are similar to Champion Ford find success and increase their monthly car sales. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to connect the needs of the buyer to the features that Focus has. And I think that this step can be combined with showing the benefits provided from the features of Focus, as well as showing the value that the features provides. So a good example of this is, say the buyer needs to increase their monthly car sales. That's their need that they talked about in the needs identification portion right before that we uncovered. So I could bring up a feature saying, oh, Focus integrates seamlessly with AirIgnite, the current database management system that you have. Now that's the feature. And then I would say, now because of this, you're going to be able to remove the need for any duplicate data entry. And this is the benefit provided from that. And in turn, this is going to allow sales reps to clear up headspace and just be more efficient and provide energy elsewhere rather than spending so much more time entering data. And it's going to allow them to be more consistent and accurate with their data and be more successful, allowing them to increase their car sales per month, which would be the overall need that the buyer was mentioning before. Okay, the next step is going to be to use a visual aid. So I think a good example of a visual aid that I could bring would be a graph showing the increase in ROI per year that Focus would bring to Champion Ford. I could also use something like a one-pager that shows key performance metrics. And the next step is going to be engaging the buyer. So to make sure that the buyer is engaged throughout this process, I'm going to ask questions throughout the presentation, such as how would eliminating duplicate data affect car sales per month? And this is just going to allow the buyer to really think for themselves how Focus could provide value and kind of convince themselves in a way. Now, finally, I'm going to use a trial close, which is asking questions to see where the buyer's head is at. I could say something like, do you think Focus addresses the primary concerns that you have with Champion Ford? Or could you see how Focus could provide value to Champion Ford? All right, thanks.